All right, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny,
I'm Dylan.
and this is Dylan's weekly swing trade picks update. There's some actually kind of interesting on this one. There's a couple of oldies but goodies that are coming back up for opportunities, huh?
Yeah, for those of you that have been watching, X is in this bad boy. We're back. It's time. It's time. That's my most successful one.
Yeah. Dylan's gonna become like the X swing trader.
You know what's funny? In my day trading, which I'm still learning, I have X on one of my side screens, and it's still my most profitable day trade stock too. I just watch it move just all day.
Nice. I love it. You're the U.S. Steel expert. So once again, this channel is called Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. Anything you follow us into is at your own peril. We are not financial advisors. We do this for fun. We're just documenting our own kind of pathway along in this self-directed investing world. So by all means, know your risk and stick to your own kind of trading guidelines. Dylan likes to break down his trades into like a few different risk categories in terms of how likely he thinks they are to be successful and how wide the stop loss has to be in order for him to kind of swing it though. But yeah, so just so you have an idea of what you're getting into if you follow any of these.
Yeah.
AMC. That's great.
And yeah, I'm not I don't ever recommend these ones. It's popping on StockBits. They're going crazy. So if you're good at those meme ones, I'm not. But AMC Holdings, essentially, they announced they raised like a bunch of money off of a share offering. I thought it was actually 428. Might be 428. The CDC, they announced the mask news. If you're vaccinated, you don't have to, wear the mask, large groups, all that kind of stuff, yada, yada, yada. Then, same day, Disney announced that they're increasing production at their studios. So it was like good news after good news after good news. Yeah. And then, of course, Wall Street bets. So.
Yeah. I was reading something about them too. Like, I guess the covered call premium is like super juicy. Like there was like a guy on Reddit had like a $3,000 position in AMC, and he's earning $500 a month in covered call premiums.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's insane.
He only has a $3,000 position.
Yep.
Guess who's opening the $3,000 position at AMC Monday?
Yeah. Well, the problem is like, if what you're predicting comes to fruition, it's like you're not going to be able to capitalize on that. You're going to end up being called away very quickly.
Yeah, I also think this company's way overvalued. So I'd feel comfortable buying if it was like $6.
Yeah.
Or $8 maybe.
But
all right.
Take a look at this.
Yeah, this is their chart. So, they shot up on like, what is it? Like, they're, 200 million all out. They shot up on a lot. And then we've hit this point about $14. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, so if this busts through this guy, oof, we got a lot of room. There's not really a roof over our head for a bit here. That's another $2 up here is 16. So could be pretty awesome.
Nice. Baba. Look for our Baba video coming up later today.
Yeah, Baba earnings, baby.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of my longer term positions here.
Same. I'm cost average at 220, I think.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in the same ballpark.
Hold on. Go back to the thing real quick. So Baba. Oh boy. All right. So they have a lower RSI. Obviously, they kind of tank down after earnings. They don't typically stay in that range for too long, so I'm going to show you that. But they had a hammer doji. They basically formed a harami doji, which I'm going to explain to you. But basically, they're pretty low. If they lose 200, it could be an issue. Go ahead and go to Baba, Vinny. Just so you know, this is the Qs. We had a big correction all the way down to 317. This is the SPY. Decent correction down to the 25. No, it's the 50. Sorry, 50. Basically, all the setups for last week were ruined because of the technical damage. So you'll see that at the end. But Baba. So anytime you have a big bear candle in volume, and then another candle that, though this is a red candle, obviously buyers won this battle as it went all the way down to 205 and back up at some point. So I would consider this a good candle, a hammer. Anytime you have a good candle within the body of a bear candle, it's called kind of a harami. Now, granted, this is not usually how it works. Usually it opens here and goes all the way up. So it's a little bit of a variation on that, but they don't usually hang out around this RSI of 30 a lot. Like, they're usually there in an accumulation phase. If you just look here, and then they bust up to 58, 60, 70, yada, yada, yada. So I am liking them long term here. This would be a little bit of a longer swing, but I am liking them. You're good, Vinny.
Yeah, enough that you would put on an options play, maybe?
Well, I have shared. I could, maybe.
Yeah, pretty interesting thought, I guess. All right. So, U.S. Steel, Dylan's favorite company, is back again.
I honestly just made this video just so I could talk about X again. I got stopped out last time. I'm going to show you on the graph. I made like $20. It's break even. Doesn't really count. But basically, we're back, baby. Doji from a downtrend bouncing off 25 SMA. I think it might be the 50. I got to check. It's in a much better buy zone at 23.50. So you wait to see what happens Monday. I'm a little eager here, so I put it in because it may be a better buy like on Wednesday, and then it's going to be worse, so I won't be able to put it in next week. This is going to be a good thing to scale into your trade if you want to go to the chart real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh no, it is the 25. I was right. Okay, so we're coming down off these peaks. We put in a doji here, which would signal, hey, we're in some indecision. We could come back up. We also hit a support. Obviously, this is the one that this stock really respects, right? This is the bounces that we've been getting repeatedly. Just bounce, 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 bounce. This is why I love this stock. That is all the way at 23.35. So, this is one I bought 50 shares Friday at 25.30 with the intention of buying another 50 shares if it hits 23.30 for 100 shares. So this is a good one where you can just buy a little bit, because if it shoots up, you will not have another entry. Entering anywhere up here is a disaster. So this is a good scale into your trade swing.
Yeah. So it looks like your stop loss is a little bit further away than you'd like there.
Yeah, because I'm only risking 50, my stop loss would be like 22. But I have every intention of adding more shares at 23, which would lower my cost average.
Gotcha. WWE. This has been on the list before, but I don't think it set up last time. Is that right?
It did not set up. They reported earnings, and then they had kind of like it wasn't really a head and shoulders. They just kind of rounded out. But they are bouncing off the 100 SMA. This is going to be a very close stop loss. Otherwise, if they lose this support, they're going to lose another 10% of their stock, because there's zero per support where they're at. So let's take a look here. So this is what I'm talking about. 100 SMA, boom, we went up. Not so much on heavy volume, but we did go up after this doji. Anytime you see these, this is always a possible transition. Possible. There's pivot points, which are a lot better of a transition. But my stop loss, if Monday works out, if they gap up Monday, not taking it. It's too high from the stop, and I don't know what the ceiling is in this stock. We haven't gotten above 58 many times, so I am not taking it. If they open up around here, then my stop loss would be loss of this candle, which is 52.20. All right. Looking for 58. Because of that close stop loss, I would take a decent partial at 2R and let the rest ride.
CALX. This is like a, what do you call it? Cloud computing company, I believe, correct?
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. I just know that they're my second favorite swing stock.
Yeah, after X, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, cloud computing has gotten pretty beat up over the last couple of weeks, so I'm not surprised that there's some opportunity there at this point.
Well, they make these here. Go to the chart. I'll show you. They make these really nice kind of like slow gains, then big drops immediately, and slow gains, big drops, slow gain, bit. Right. So we just had the big drop, and it hit their favorite support, which is the 100. They respect this one quite a bit. They also respect the 50. How many respect the 50 as well as them? Like to the penny, too. To the penny 4 times. So this is like their backup one. The reason why I put this in the high risk category is the entry, right? Because you have to always have to give this a little bit of room. The 2-to-1 is almost here, which would be the high. That's why I put this in the high risk category, because you always want to take a trade where you can possibly get 2-to-1.
Yeah.
But the stop loss should almost be like, loss of, I would say 37.80 or something. So it's not the greatest entry, depending on what happens Monday. If this gaps up Monday, you can't take it. It's too risky.
Gotcha. Should be interesting. There's another one coming back. SAVA license sciences, huh?
I said keep an eye out. And honestly, this looks gorgeous on the graph, but it's just stupid risky. Like they have a drug. So just so everyone remembers, they completed phase 2 clinical trials for simulflam, and Alzheimer's disease. This is old news. They did that a long time ago. Want to go to the chart. So I'm zoomed in on this for a very specific reason. Okay. This is bouncing out the 100 SMA, and you're like, Dylan, why wouldn't this be a great trade? Right? Because the last peak was at 48. Realistically, you could say that they could hit here. That's at least a 1-to-1 from the entry. Actually, it's more than that. It's because when you zoom out, all their volume is here, right? They have like less than 1 million shares on like all of this, because they had so much, they had 100 million shares up there, whatever it was. What was it? 76 million. So as soon as I cut that out, they're still losing volume. So it's not a great swing trading stock. It could always, it moves so much. It could go up to 60, but I don't know. So.
Yeah, it's definitely when you're playing biotech stocks, you're kind of like dancing with the devil a little bit. Like you could easily lose half your investment or double or triple your investment in a matter of a few days if they hit the right clinical trial.
Yeah, I hate them. I don't like them at all. They're so news dependent. They're not fundamental or technical at all.
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't matter what the chart looks like.
It's literally like just catalysts.
Mm-hmm.
So here's where we're at. Anytime we have a big correction, we had a 5%, whatever correction, SPY, whatever it was. Qs, like I showed earlier, dumped. All the setups get ruined because there's too much technical damage. So I moved Rocket, didn't find an entry. Neo, Twitter, didn't find an entry. DPST, honestly, it's probably still a good stock. I can't get a good entry in it every time I go to look at it. I sold my Disney call for 50% loss. My PPD and Penn were moved to, they stopped out. And then my other 3 options were at a 50% gain. I still have Snap, which I'm negative on, but I still like the chart, so I'm holding on to it. AES, I am in from last week. I'm chilling there at break even. I also entered Oxy, and I'm at break even. AMD, MU, and BABA, I'm kind of long on those, to be honest. So those are just going to be held. SPG, I'm still at 1R. So
yeah, they got a little volatile last week too with the whole earnings call. Wasn't really well received.
Yeah, which is crazy, and they make so much percent gains. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Also, Vinny.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to help your tap stock.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
See, I'm just looking out for you, bud.
Yeah, how do you like it? I've heard it's like a not so great Red Bull.
I love everything The Rock does. Like his headphones, great. Have them. Shoes, great. Have them. Tequila's awesome too. This is a swing and a miss. This is not that good.
I've heard they're coming out with other flavors, though. But still, yeah.
It's supposed to be like healthier, which none of these are healthy.
Yeah.
So it has like no preservative. I don't know. I got to compare it to like the Reign and the Bang cans because this is. I bought them on Amazon, so I still got to drink 16 more. But I'm not a fan.
Yeah, we look for our inflation stock pick video. It might be a little bit of PepsiCo and LeBron James energy drink action over there, in case you were unaware.
Wow, yeah. LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James. You can poke from Coke to Pepsi. But
nice.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Later.